Welcome, everyone. We have to have a funny intro. We're comfortable with you guys now. We can eat snacks with you guys like this. And like this.
Wait, okay. Did you see what I sent you on TikTok? The girl that had the Diet Coke brand deal?
Please hold.
Yeah, no.
This is important.
Importante.
It's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, plus ones, do we have a great episode for you today? Grab your snacks because apparently we have.
Yeah, we've been.
Join us.
If you don't know, we batch record episodes because we don't live in the same state. We actually don't live in the same part of the country. So we batch record. So we're in the studio for like 5 hours. So snacks. Today, our snacks of choice, we have saltwater taffy. We have these Quaker apple cinnamon Rice Crisps.
They're so good.
They're so good. And there's
God.
whole grain. So
Yeah.
healthy.
Healthy.
And then we have Sour Patch Kids. So 2 candies and a cracker.
I love that. Little
It's very
charcuterie.
on brand for us.
I know. Very on. We know something crunchy and then the rest needs to be sugar.
Sweet, yeah.
So we have a really fun little episode today for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to all of our plus ones.
Welcome back to the Vow Factor. It's a Monday.
It's a Monday.
It actually is a Monday today.
We are recording this episode on a Monday, which usually doesn't happen. So I really like that I get to actually be with all of you guys on a Monday. Truly. So today's episode, really fun.
We're going to answer some questions.
We are.
We've actually been getting like tons of like DMs and
Yeah.
like on the Vow Factor and then like personal because like people know us from the Vow Factor.
And my favorite DMs that we're getting are voice notes.
Love
like
them.
Full voice notes.
Please send us voice notes. Just
We
like
love it.
No text regarding whatever. And we're just like, hi, I hope you guys are doing well. We're like, we love this.
We love you.
I texted
hope
Emily
you're
so
doing
fast.
well.
I was like, you have to go and listen to the voice.
I was like, I already did. My brain is,
Yes, I know.
It's so cute. I love that you guys feel so comfortable that you can send us like full send, like 3-minute voice messages. We love that. That is my love language and how I like to communicate with people.
Yeah.
So it really hits home for me.
We love a voice note.
We do, which is why we have a podcast because this is our very long voice note to all of you guys
Yep.
too. So anyway, keep them coming. We have some really good questions today that people have written in or sent us really long voice messages talking about. And
we're here to deliver the answer. What's the first question?
the first question is, are wedding content creators replacements for wedding photographers?
No.
Wrong.
Wrong answer. No. And I think because I actually was speaking to this. So we're not a replacement for multiple reasons. One is that I'm not sure. I don't even know how to say this. I'm not sure if people are wanting content creators to be, and I'm not talking about a wedding necessarily, but like an engagement party, rehearsal dinner, welcome party, like stuff, whatever, stuff like that. Proposal. And that is just like not the same job. A photographer poses people. A photographer is very much like trained in all of that. And not that like I couldn't probably figure it out, but also like they have a professional camera and lighting. And so I had a
lighting, like we also have lighting, but I think it's important to note too that like they have lighting for like specific shots.
Yeah.
And so
like
if a specific shot needs a special flash or like a big lighting that's like on a stand or etc.
Also just like not for nothing, but like that's just not, if I wanted to be a photographer, I would be a photographer.
Yeah, my specialty is not knowing all of these things.
That.
And I like it that way.
So one of my brides for next summer is type A-est bride I've ever met in my life. I adore her. I talk to her pretty much every day. And she had said, I don't even know how it came up, but thank God it did. She was like, oh, I'm so excited. I think I sent her inspo and she was like, oh my God, this is perfect for my welcome party. Like, I'm so excited for the content because like we don't have no photo or video. I straight up, whoa, you don't have a photographer? She was like, no, do I need one? I said, yes. I said, I'm going to be totally honest with you. you will be so unbelievably disappointed in your content if I'm also playing photographer. Because I cannot do both. I can like take some photos, but I cannot play photographer. It's like, it feels like a dress up game. Like that's not what I'm like able to do. If that like makes like, I'm not a photographer.
Yeah.
And I have signed myself up for a couple of these things. Not full weddings. Emily and I did a full wedding.
We did do a full wedding, just
never
content.
Again.
I didn't hate it, but I also probably wouldn't do it again.
I was stressed out. I was so stressed out. I know that they loved it.
They loved it. Well, here's the thing. When they approached me with it, I went through all of the things that we're talking about in this answer with them. And I felt so strongly. I was like, I will do this. You have to pay for a second shooter to come with me. And you have to pay for an engagement shoot with me. And after the engagement shoot, please decide if this is something that you really want.
Like if you want iPhone
need to move forward with
wedding photo.
Also a photographer, or if you need to just move forward with a photographer, I'm going to give you the space and time to do that. Because I like at the end of the day, I want you to be very happy after you spend all of this time, money, effort planning on your wedding.
Yeah.
If iPhone photos are your jam and that's what you want to look back on and all of the content, then like that's totally fine with me. But please know that I am not going to light you properly. I'm not going to pose you properly. I really don't have a lot of experience in those areas. And it is what, like, content is really, like, kind of like it is what it is.
It is what it is. Also, like, yes, I have a light and stuff, but I have a light to do, like, video. Like, I really don't take photos when I'm doing content. I do, like, 95% videos. I tell people, like, I take a photo, like, during the ceremony, during portraits, just to, like, truthfully, so I have a cover photo for Instagram. If I'm being honest, I don't see that much value in having iPhone photos necessarily. Like over
if you have
video.
A photographer there, yeah.
Well, I mean, as a content creator, like I think it's really like I value having like a couple really great moments. Maybe the flat lay, maybe like,
but like the deliverable is not iPhone photos.
Mine's not.
I still take them as I go, but I'm not focused on that at all. And I tell my couples that I was like, at the end of the day, like my deliverables are raw photos and videos, and then 3 edited videos that are ready for you to post. So, in order to make sure I have enough content for those 3 videos, I have to be prioritizing video. Mm-hmm. So,
but like we are not a replacement. And like, if you choose to have a content creator, just know like, please don't expect the same thing you would as a photographer.
Yeah.
You're just like, you know, sometimes I see a really great pose or I see an opportunity, but I don't think I could go into a wedding day and like confidently pose. Could I figure it out? Probably, but I'm not really stressed.
All of the things
I've been to enough weddings where like I could figure it out. But honestly, I don't think that makes for good content.
And I also, like, just to clarify, like, I wouldn't have taken this opportunity to do this wedding if I didn't feel confident enough in the things that I have learned working alongside photographers.
But, like,
But it's not going to be the same.
Right, no, it's not.
At all. Like, the expectation should be quite lowered for all of that. But I did feel confident enough that I could be like, okay, I'm going to need, you know, a family, you know, shot list from these people. No, like I'm going to, you know, like I knew all of those like kind of basics.
But like there are people that were like, oh, like, okay, this didn't happen to me. This happened to one of my other content creator friends. And she's like, I'm not doing work without a photographer anymore because they showed up to this engagement session and they wanted this like full photo shoot before, like running through the streets and like this like editorial shot. And like, and the girl was like, whoa, that's not my specialty. Please hire someone who does that. There are so many amazing photographers who will do that, who's in your budget, whatever it might be. I mean, I'm doing a wedding reception or like a celebration. They got married a year ago on the date, like civil ceremony, and then they're doing a reception this year. I encouraged a videographer, but I said, I don't pose really. Like I'm not, you know, they were like, I said, these are iPhone photos. I said,
Yeah.
these are like, I stressed it so many times. They're like, no, like we know. I was like, okay. They're like, we don't want like couples photos. We just want like a photo.
Yeah.
They're like, they want like true documentary style everything. And I'm like,
Fine.
okay, then I can do that.
Yeah.
But like,
I know. You really like
you have to.
Those people, the people that you get in that are just like not having anybody else, you really have to like triple check.
I triple checked. I quadruple checked.
I've like also like.
But also like, I also just feel like I don't love having all of that like pressure. Like this is, you know,
Well,
I don't know. It's just like a me thing, if I'm being honest.
it's kind of like.
Because I feel like I'm not going to meet the expectation.
Well, also it's like the trend that you are seeing on
just
social media where people like are saying like, don't tell people it's a wedding. So you get like, you know, the normal price and not the wedding rate. And it's like,
please don't do that.
when people hire me and I find out that you like, and sometimes I show up and there's like nobody else there. And like sometimes they'll say that they have a photographer and then I show up and there actually isn't. That's happened a couple times.
No way.
And I'm the sole person there. And they're like, oh, well, we were thinking of hiring one. So that's why we said that like we had one. And then we just decided we had you and you were enough. And I'm showing up. And so like you know, like what vendors are saying. And they're like, if you say that it's a birthday party, but it's a wedding and I come here with flowers and a cake and whatever. It's like there's extra precautions and things that are done when you are the only person showing up who then now is responsible for photo and video. I might have wanted to bring up my third iPhone, you know? I might have wanted
brought
to bring
2 tripods. I would have brought extra light.
I might have brought another like assistant with me,
right?
You know, like
100%. I'm very much probably bringing someone else.
As much as, you know, and I don't care what it is. If you love the look of iPhone stuff, if you're on a budget, like whatever it may be, that's great. There is a way to achieve what you want by having open communication. But
I'm just saying, we're not a replacement.
We're not a replacement.
You are not going to get the same. This hair's driving me nuts. Sorry. You're not going to get the same thing. If you just want iPhone photos, that is one thing. But I would highly suggest if you are hiring a content creator and you want iPhone photos, I would hire 2. I would have 2 people. And I would have one that's taking photos, and I would have one that is taking videos. It is very, very hard to do both. And that is why we always say that you can't just throw an iPhone on a camera and call it content creation, because it's not the same.
No. And also too, like, I want to be able to step in to anything that I'm hired for and be able to execute the level of service that I promise my clients. And I'm not able to do that if I am literally doing everything. It is really hard. And I can do it. Technically I can, but the look of the way that your content is going to turn out versus, you know, if I have all of the information beforehand and if I understand that I'm going to be the only one there, then it's up to me to make the call, and it's put back into my business's control of like, okay, in order to deliver this level of service and I'm going to be the only one there and this is the type of event, I need to have maybe another person. Like I need to, you know, anyway, I want to just get my ducks in a row. Like, let me get my ducks in a row.
Yeah. So there's the answer.
That's the answer to that. Next one. What should your part be as a wedding content creator when it comes to timeline suggestions?
Love this question.
I do too.
Oh, there's so much to talk about. Well, first and foremost, if there's a planner, typically makes the timeline. You don't know. But if there is no planner, or like there's just a coordinator or whatever, usually the photographer will step in and help to form that timeline.
Or help guide you, as you're, because you might be doing it yourself too.
Yeah. So with a timeline, I think Emily and I have talked about this before. We always go through the timeline with our couples on a call right before the wedding. That way everyone knows exactly what is happening. And it's really, really important that you thoroughly read through the timeline, because couples and planners have a lot going on. They know what's happening and they might forget to tell you something. So make sure that like you're really thoroughly going through it. But the biggest thing that I think, is if you are wanting to do anything other than like just document the day, like if you're doing any TikToks, any like specific videos that will take time out of the morning or the day, you must be communicating that needs to be in the timeline, whether it's to the bride, the photographer, the planner, whoever it is, because I think that's like a huge reason why some people have poor experiences with content creators is that they're pulling the bride or the couple to do these TikTok videos and they're delaying the timeline because you might think, oh, it's just a quick transition. I promise you it takes longer than you think.
It takes so long.
Especially anything with lip syncs or even like Paolo or whatever, this and gives you a princess or whatever.
Yeah.
It takes time.
It takes longer than you think. And then it's like, add in wedding day nerves or anything like that. And, you know, obviously if you're going to take the time to do any videos or any TikTok on your wedding day, you want it to be good. I mean,
yeah, like
you're taking time away from your wedding day to do a TikTok. So, yeah, it needs to be put into the timeline. It needs to be discussed beforehand. I usually do what's called my timeline call 2 weeks out from the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell all my clients, I'm like, I prefer to do it 2 weeks out because if there's anything that needs to change on the timeline or the timeline changes or anything like that, like there's still time for that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go through the timeline. The first thing on that call that I ask them, because I make them put like a start time and an end time for my contracted time in their contract. And I tell them, I'm like, it can change. Like, but I want to, you know, I want to know if they want me there at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know, I want to know if they want me to leave at 2 a.m. Like, I need to know an idea.
I literally just put like estimated time.
Yeah.
But like, truthfully, that literally my client had put that they wanted me to start at 5 p.m., 5 to 11. It was like a 6-hour package. We're starting at 1 now. So like, you know,
yeah, no, same. I have one of those too, but it gives me a good idea because when that timeline comes out and I have it up for that timeline call and I look at the contracted time that they put in, then I can guide my client on a better time frame, which is exactly, you know, like the 5 to 11 one that you said that you have. You probably were like, you're going to miss this, this, and this, and we should start at 1, which I literally just had this conversation with one of my brides. I was literally going to miss her entire reception because she's like, oh, I want my first look and that's at 2, but she also booked a 6-hour package and I was going to be done at 8. And that was literally when they were not even, starting, like they were seeing the reception room for the first time. The reception wasn't even
started.
Yeah.
Well,
so
yeah, that's really important is just like I said, to know the timeline and then use your expertise to help them navigate through what they want. So like I got on the phone with the planner had booked me. I hadn't spoken to the bride at all until this call. And I got on the call, the planner was on the call and the bride, I'd already spoken to the planner and she didn't really understand, like, she was like, well, I definitely want like the wedding. And I was like, I understand that. I was like, are you doing a first look? Like, are you getting ready? Sometimes people have really have like a no morning and they just are doing the wedding part. And I wasn't entirely sure. And so she was like, oh no, we're doing a first look. And I was like, are you like getting ready with people? She was like, yeah. And I was like, are you doing your photos after the ceremony? She was like, no, we're doing it before. And I was like, okay, so if we start at 5 at your ceremony, you're going to have no first look, no portraits, no nothing. I said, and if I'm being honest with you, you want this like highlight where you got like a highlight video. It's just going to be a starting of you walking down the aisle to the reception. I said, I really encourage us to like take a step back and like think about what you want captured and what is most important to you.
Yeah.
And go from there. And something I always say, and I said on this call, I said, I can always stay later, but I can't come earlier. Once I'm there, like if I'm there at 2, you're like, oh, I wish I had you there at 12. Like, or you missed this. I'm like,
yeah,
let's start earlier. When in doubt, like if you're like, I don't know if I want you to start at like 1 or 12. I'm like, let's start at 12.
It's usually a difference of a couple $100.
It is. And at that point, I told her, I said,
it is your wedding day.
It's your wedding day. So she's
like, sorry to add on more to, you probably have already overspent if I'm talking to any of my couples, but like, no, this is like, I was talking to like, she owed me like 50% of the remainder or whatever. And the amount of hours we added on, like she basically was paying like the full rate that she was contracted to pay. So we added on 50% more, which was crazy. But, you know, as I'm on the call, I'm like, I'm literally missing the whole reason why we're here today, which I was like, you have a videographer. I'm sure they'll get XYZ. And I was like, but do you want to be able to pull it up on your phone and like look through the clips? She's like, and I was like, in that case, it's a couple $100 more. I mean, a little more than a couple $100, but like,
well, but
it was still under $1,000 to have all this extra coverage. And
I think that some people don't always realize. And like I always say, I swear,
what happens.
So many, even if they're so enthusiastic, they want content, they love it. I swear half of my couples don't really realize what I'm doing that day until like it's done. And they're like, holy crap, like thank God, and, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I did with this. I explained everything. She wasn't entirely sure. Like I said, I had never spoken to her. Her planner booked me over email. I was like, oh, hopefully this is real. It was real. She's lovely. But I explained everything to her. She's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, that makes sense. She's like, well, no, I do want that. And I was like, yeah, that's why it's so important to familiarize yourself with the timeline. Also, if a planner is watching this, please include content creators on the email that you're always sending out of updated versions of the timeline.
We need it too.
It's
because
really,
we're
really important because
guiding our clients for content.
And also if like timeline. You move anything, then like we're missing it. Like sometimes also, if you want your content creator there for like cake cutting, maybe like what I did on Friday.
Make sure they're not in the bathroom.
That
happened to me one time.
Same.
Oh my God.
At a really important wedding. But like make sure that you know, hey, she really wants to be me here for cake cutting. It's set to be at 10, but like I'm done at 9:30. Like, is there any way we can move it up? Or I'm done at 9. Like, can we do it before? And there are things that can be shifted around in your timeline, especially during the reception.
The amount of free hours of content I've given to people because I'm like, I was supposed to end with the cake cutting and now it's been pushed back and it's just
I don't want fair to like,
and I don't want to make my client pay for that because maybe it's the planner's job to think of all of that and see the timelines.
So I'm just saying, like,
every vendor.
I think it's really important. That's why I always encourage planners to be on the call. I call it my content planning call, where we plan all the content, we go through the timeline, and I'm always like, if you're on here, then you are hearing what's really important to the couple to be captured, and that way, like, you know if there's no videographer and like speeches are happening and I'm like setting up my tripod with my other phone to record a speech, like please make sure like I'm in the room when it's starting. It's not getting to that, but like, you know, like that's really important. So
sometimes we get left off of things, but I feel like the more importance that's put on, you know, inviting content creators, you know, into the timeline conversation as you do with all of the other vendors, like it just further like legitimizes our role in the wedding industry.
And I think it helps us show up extra prepared on the day. And like, I don't want to show up to work and like feel blindsided.
Or like everybody knows something that you don't.
You don't. Right. You're like, you feel really left out. You feel like an outsider. And like you already felt that way to begin with because people were like maybe
hating on content creators in the first place. And then you get there and then like you don't know.
Yeah.
And then they're like, hi, nice to meet you. Don't get in my shot. And then it's just like crazy vibes. Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, timeline's very, very important. And also if you're familiar with it, then you can also help to keep the day on track because sometimes, you know, people get real passionate during photos and videos and everything. And you're like, hey guys, we got to move this along. And yeah, I think that's that.
That's that. All right.
I don't have anything else to say.
Next question, which I feel like this is like a perfect lead in from this. How to handle vendor conflict, whether it's directed towards us or between two vendors on a day. How do you deal with that? It's tricky. It's messy.
I think it just like, first and foremost, if it's on a wedding day, your reaction needs to have like the client's interest in mind. Like you can't react really to anything, or you maybe can like take like if two people are fighting or whatever, like get the client away, you know, like we don't need to, we're going to go over here. It's funny. Like they'll catch up. It's okay. I feel like on a wedding day, your number one priority is making sure the couple is calm and happy.
Yeah.
And like, that's the first priority, I think.
Yes. And any way that you
Can
react or don't react or whatever, all of that can be tracked back to your business. How you present yourself is everything.
Everything.
So
how you like approach conflict, I think is really important. And I think it's something that people will remember because like, why don't you tell the story of the planner?
Okay. So I was at a wedding earlier this year where the planner made the photographer cry because the photographer
got stuck.
I was trying to separate them to take smaller bites. It's stuck on her nail.
I tried to eat a Sour Patch watermelon and I put
that would be a
my
cute thing to
hand-
put on your nails. Just like have her stick them
Just
on
like a
next
nail?
time. It's like a snack. It's a little something extra, don't you think?
Oh my God. That was so funny.
Okay, so I did this wedding and the planner made the photographer cry in front of the client because we were walking around the property and it's like this very beautiful, like pretty much all outside property, and the reception was set up in the back of the property. But in order to get to one side where we were taking pictures, we had to cross by where the reception was being set up. This was a reception that was running a little bit earlier because the ceremony, I think, was at 3 p.m. And obviously cocktail hour went from like 3:30 to 4:30. And then like, so everything was running a bit earlier. So maybe we walked by this reception set up around like 11, 12, something like that. And the planner obviously had worked incredibly hard to make this wedding what it was. She worked with the family for the whole year. They were very particular about everything. I could tell that this planner had just gone above and beyond. What?
It's raining so hard.
It is raining so hard.
scared me.
I'm just like trying to
I know, sorry.
pretend like it's not. But it totally is raining
It just
so hard.
Thundered.
That's a Florida summer storm for you.
I know.
So anyway, so we walked by the reception setup and it wasn't all the way set up. It wasn't anywhere near being all the way set up. And the planner saw us and she pulled the photographer in front of all of us and started screaming at her. And she was like, you know better. This needed to be a surprise for them. And she was having a full-blown screaming meltdown, like literally in front of the clients. Who are the chillest people. I mean, they're having this like huge lavish wedding, but they are the two most down-to-earth, chillest people I've ever met in my life. And like, we're literally just happy to be there. Like, they're like,
that's crazy.
Like the cutest. Anyway, so they saw that. Then the photographer was like very upset. She was
no kidding.
sobbing. But instead of sobbing and crying and like exploding in emotion like the planner did, she took herself and like walked a little bit, took herself on like a little tiny little baby walk and like walked off in the corner and like was pretending to like look at trees. And then all of a sudden I just saw her shoulders rise up and then sink and she was, and I'm like, oh my God, she was sobbing like full body, like.
Yeah, because she just humiliated her and made her feel horrible.
Horrible.
And like, it was
awful. And so in that moment, I had obviously witnessed a really huge conflict. And the planner just left after that. And the videographers, I mean, they were great, but they didn't really know what to do in the moment because it was so awkward. Like, and the couple's just like, and I was like, just give me one moment. And I went and I filled up a cup of water and I brought it to the photographer and she's like, I just need a minute. And I was like, take a minute. I'm going to go pull them for a little bit of content. Maybe I'll take the videographers with me. Like, take a minute. That was insane. Like, that was totally uncalled for and very rude and very unprofessional. I can't believe she just did that. I said, you've done nothing wrong. She's like, I knew better. I shouldn't have. And I said, it's not even set up. I'm sure they have an idea of how it was supposed to look. It's okay. I was like, it's literally like, it's not the end of the world. Everybody needs to calm down. That was not worth doing that in front of them. And I said, because now they also feel awkward. And I was like, that's her. She looks bad. So I calmed the photographer down. I went to the couple and I was just like, I have this really great content idea. Do you want to do it really quick? I think we have a minute. And I just like totally tried to change the vibe of everything. And it let the photographer cool down for a second and collect herself so she could get back in the headspace to be the artist that she is. I mean, you can't just annihilate someone like that and then expect that they're going to be able to do their job and take care of these clients. Yeah, so I literally, like when I see people yelling at each other, like I understand that there's a job that needs to get done. I understand that the stakes are high and like if you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. But like there are just
that was not some taking the heat or getting out of the kitchen. That was
that
insane.
You don't do that.
No, it also was just like, what's done is done. They already walked by it. What was the point of that?
So now you're just looking literally insane. You made the photographer really upset. The couple is now uncomfortable. We all understand like this planner worked very hard. Like but like there's a way to like, she could have pulled this photographer aside later on and been like, I'm really disappointed that you chose to do this. Like I've worked so hard and like now they saw it earlier and like I just would really appreciate it if you didn't do anything like that ever again if we're going to continue to work together. And then that shows in a way that this planner is pissed and she's really serious about don't ever do this again without having to, cause this whole big drama that affected not only just the photographer, but everybody. Like I had to step in and, I'm always happy to step in and go out of the scope of work. I don't want it to sound like that. But also, like, I had to think on my toes.
But it also
and, like,
ate into the day.
It ate into the day. It ate into, like, at least 15 to 20 minutes of the day.
Yeah, but and also then the photographer's coming back, feels uncomfortable, is trying to, like, shake it off. Yeah. But, like...
Now she's like, is the couple mad at me?
Like, no,
does everybody
100%.
hate me? And that's a horrible feeling to have on a work day where you have a limited amount of time to deliver incredible results to high-paying clients.
Yeah, no, that's... crazy.
Mm-hmm. So that one really comes to mind. And then I've had circumstances where, like things that have been directed at me just for being a content creator.
Yeah.
Just for showing up to do my job. I've had photographers obviously like we've discussed the story, but tell me all day how I shouldn't be here and like photographers are just going to have, their own content creators that come and like content creators are just going to get absorbed by photographers. I've had photographers, say things to planners about me. Like I don't even understand. Like the conflict is crazy, but my answer to all of it though is to kill everybody with kindness, to be a good person, even if somebody's being mean to you or if somebody is being nasty to you or they're not in favor of content creators or they're jealous of you or whatever their stuff is, I put it to the side and I am always someone that I'm going to be happy with myself at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree.
I can be proud of myself.
I agree with all of that. Like, especially just like kill them with kindness is like my favorite way to go about the day and just everything. But also like you also need to like stand up for yourself. If they are telling you that you can't be in the aisle for that like when they kiss, no, it's okay to be like, hey, the couple hired me for this service. I need to get this. If they think you can go and tell them that you don't want me here. Do it, please. They're gonna tell you to F off. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like,
but there's a nice way to do it. Like we had the conflict with that one content creator.
But if you're like, hey, like I'm gonna go here, and they're like, no. I've literally had people tell me when they hit me in the head, no, you can't be here. Oh, yes, I can. And I was like, no, like the couple hired me to get all of the big moments as well. And they're like, oh, this is so stupid. And I was like, I'm really sorry you feel that way.
Yeah. Also, thank you for bringing that energy into the day. Like the couple can feel it.
But I think it's really important. And like I was talking with a potential.
I don't know what's clocking. I'm standing on business.
Literally. Well, I was talking with a potential like associate.
Insert Justin Bieber.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sorry. It just made me think of that. Because like I feel like a broken record at this point.
I just think it's really important that like, I know you're supposed to be like a quiet mouse and like a fly on the wall and this and that, like at times.
Yeah.
But also like you are a person, you are equal.
Yes.
You are equal. You might be in addition to the media team, but you know what? So is a videographer, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I have no problem. If my client is like, I want you behind the videographer. I want you true fly on the wall. Girl,
that's different.
Got you. Different.
But
typically that's honestly not
I've never
what
had someone say that to me.
Yeah, me either. They're like, please don't get in their way, but please get these shots.
Right. And I am not in their way. And also like
my favorite new thing I've been saying is we're not going behind, we're going beside. I'm not behind unless the aisle is so crammed, unless the moment there's
the perk
no
of
other
being
way.
5 feet tall. They're like, oh, it's perfect. You're so little, right in front.
Yep, perfect.
All right.
I will squat down. Listen.
But like you have to get the shot. And if people are telling you no, you have to stand up for yourself. And if you have to be a little bit on the unkinder side, do what you need to do. That's what I'm saying. Kill them with kindness, be kind all day, put the couple first. But if people are disrespecting you and making your job, like you not able to do your job, you have to be able to stand up for yourself. Or your clients are going to suffer. You're not going to get the shot. They're going to be upset. And you can tell them at the end, like, the videographer it doesn't matter. The moment's over. You missed it. It's kind of a moot point. Yeah.
See, we had a whole talk in the back of an Uber one day, and I'll never forget it.
Me and you?
Yes. It was when we did that wedding where the photo video team brought their own content creator.
Yes.
And Jesse was like, Emily, you have to say something. You have to stand up for yourself. And I'm always trying to figure out a way where it's like not going to add to the conflict of the situation. And I'm not saying that like there's a right or wrong way to do it, but I think if I would have said it like, no, you need to move. Like I need to get this shot and I don't know who you are, but I'm the content creator for the day. So you need to be behind or whatever that was going to fly out of my mouth if I took the like abrasive, way. But
you don't get there right away. But if throughout the day, if they,
I was there, both of us were there.
If they tell you no,
but I want to tell them how I handled this. So I would have
said, move, bitch.
Yeah. Jesse's like, she was like, you need it. And I was like, no, I know. But I was like, I feel like there's a different way where it's not. Because like the last thing I want to do, it's already awkward. They've already made it bad. I don't want to make it worse.
But we did miss shots that day is what I'm saying.
Things changed in contracts and, we updated things after that. But
no, but I'm saying
what I did was I went to the content creator and I just talked to him as a human being. I was like, hey, what's your name? Well, not saying that you wouldn't talk to them as a human being.
No, but I'm saying at the end of the day, after, hey, this and that, like, of course, you're nice, you're respectful. But if they start being so disrespectful back to you, which has happened before, I think it's okay. Meet them where they're at.
Well, I was fair game at that point. I was just getting in his way because I was like, I've had this nice conversation with you. I took the time to get to know you. I asked you what your purpose is here today. I found out that he's strictly just there for photo video. I said, that's great. You are standing in, prime locations where I need to be because these are the shots that I'm contracted for. And the couple is asking that I shoot these things that your friends on the photo video team are shooting as well. So I need to actually be here. Maybe it would work if you were here or here or here, like literally anywhere besides where I needed to be.
Yeah, I know. And he didn't do it.
So I did get in front of him several times. And then
he was literally standing in the middle of the aisle scrolling on his phone on TikTok.
That was crazy.
Or Instagram.
That was crazy.
He had one phone like this and he was just scrolling on the other phone in the middle of the aisle. Meanwhile, we're like crouched down.
Still got the shot, but it would have been better in his position. But also, I didn't write off photo video teams because I had a bad experience with them. So
no, but like what I'm saying is when conflict happens, I would have been like, you need to move. You are where I need to be. You are with them. This is not necessary. I need to be here. That's how I would have ended. I would not have started there, but I would have ended there.
It's crazy. It happens though. You have to get there.
It takes a lot for me to get there. So,
but like it is necessary.
It's on
sometimes.
you. It's on them. You made me do this, or you made me get to this place.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, then like I'm so like, oh, you can't walk all over me. You can't walk all over content creators. We're not this like quiet, delicate thing. No, we're here for a job, for a service.
The crazy thing too was like, side note also on that day was we had gone to the planner and we told the planner what was happening. And the planner had asked them to like that this content creator needed to be like
in the back. Right. So at that point,
it was like
planner is asked.
We started with the planner. We was like nicely. Total bullshit. It was awful. But anyway, I feel like that's the only time where like I was like, this is either gonna work or this is gonna be really bad.
It was also like, never mind, I'm not gonna say it. No. Okay.
What are you gonna say? Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
But anyway, so I think those are all the questions that we have for today. So
wait, I saw another one.
We have another one?
Yeah. It was just like a fun question.
Which one?
It was like where we see like weddings going. Like in the future. Like what do you think is next in the wedding world?
Oh.
Yeah.
Where did you put that?
I don't know. I forget.
Okay.
We are writing things down.
We're trying to write things down.
To like be more prepared. But evidently I don't know.
Jesse has not written things down.
I think I just wrote it in the wrong spot.
It's fine.
It was like, where do you see weddings going from here? And I told you that my answer was, I think we're going to see more weekday weddings.
I also agree with that. And I love it.
Me too. I mean, so here for it.
For my personal like job too.
No, I know. Well, I just think that like I've been seeing so many like Monday weddings and Thursday weddings that are not for like religious reasons, or like Wednesday weddings.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Tuesday wedding yet, but let me know.
Who knows?
I don't know, but I think people are just like, if people are, my people are going to show up for me. My people are going to show up for me to like whether it's a Saturday or So I don't know, and I just think
also I know so many people that go out on weekdays anyway. I'm like, what is the difference that you're getting home from the bar at 11 or a wedding at 11? Like,
right? Yeah,
who cares?
Yeah, and also just I think continuing with the making weddings very like guest experience heavy and like wedding weekend vibes.
The wedding
like
weekend
intimate
vibes.
Wedding weekend vibes.
Like very intentional. Yeah.
Which is my favorite.
And I think too, like people are going to have smaller weddings, but make things more luxury focused.
Yeah. Like very enhanced and like detail oriented.
So if their budget is like $20,000 for the wedding.
Okay.
But you can still have
totally. I just didn't know where you were going with that, and I was like, "What?"
You're like, "Ha ha 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 ha."
Well, I thought you were
not in this industry.
Honestly, no. I mean, yeah, you can, but
you can. Okay, obviously, you can't have a wedding for like 100 people at $20,000 and make it luxury, but you can have a luxury wedding, for whatever budget.
Yeah, it could just be like a lot of people do micro weddings because the way that weddings are really like planned with a planner is per person. So like when you get to a certain amount, like it can be like, I think it starts at like 1,500 or like 2,000 per person is when you start to get into the luxury category. Because if you have 100 people at $2,000, it's $200,000 for the wedding. And that's not like just for eating, but like if you have more people, you need extra tables, which means you need extra linens and extra chairs and extra forks and knives, and all of that adds up, which is why people are like stationery, like literally everything.
You need florals,
you need more florals and candles, and like that's why people are like, oh, I can't just have a +1. They're like, no, like it's like really adds up.
I really love your +1. I love them so much. I want to give them a $2,000 experience.
But that's essentially what it is. So, I think. I love it though. I feel like that's like my favorite thing is like I do love a big wedding, but like I love like where it's like a weekend curated or like a multiple day thing. And they have, everything's just like really intentionally done. It's basically like my wedding.
Yeah.
I think my wedding is like very much where it's going. And not necessarily destination, but like how we set it up.
How you set it up. If Garrick and I do a vow renewal, I think we will do something that's very intentional, and just has like, you know, a handful of people there, like our most important people. And we would want everything to be done and executed like really well. Yeah. You know, like if we're drinking tequila, it is the best tequila.
Yeah.
If it's, you know.
But like if you only have, you know, if you have one long table for 12 people, instead of for, you know, 4 tables, you can have the whole thing of florals.
Exactly. Because you can have the florals that you want, like of your dreams.
Why not? I just think that people are.
Then you don't have to worry about inviting your long lost cousin that you haven't seen since you were 1.5.
I tell everyone, I'm like, if they didn't text you happy birthday this last year, off the list.
Sorry.
If you're debating.
And also Facebook doesn't count.
Facebook does not count. It reminds you.
If you took the time to wish me happy birthday via text or call me and you didn't just put it on my Facebook wall,
you might be in consideration. But I'm like, but they were like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to invite this person. Like, I'm on the fence. And I'm like, did they wish you a happy birthday? They're like, I don't know. And they go and they're like, no. And I was like, nah, off the list.
Friend request denied. Wedding invite denied.
Yeah, but I think it's fun. I love weddings. And I love that they can be personalized. I do. I love weddings.
Do you love weddings?
Right, that's so silly for me to say.
That's merch. I love weddings.
Guys, we want to make merch so bad.
Merch. Would you buy it?
Would you buy our merch? Please let us know if you would buy our merch. And then we have so many ideas. Like we have like a whole list of like types of merch, sayings to go on merch.
We need one now that says I love weddings. It's so simple, but it's so funny.
I say those. I'm like, I love weddings. And people are like, well, duh, I hope so. Like, I don't know.
More passion, more energy, more weddings.
Yes. That. We need that.
More passion, more energy, more weddings.
I love it. Well, I was just going to say,
oh, it could be on the back. More passion, more energy, more weddings.
Perfect. Love it. But I love that more couples are really taking the time and putting a lot of thought and intention into their weddings and not just kind of following the typical like traditional blueprint of it.
Yes, because then it's very much them.
It's so them, and in like such a selfish way. The content is so good.
It's so much better.
It's so much better.
So much better.
Like when there's so many details that we can add in, and just like it helps tell the story of the wedding, like even better. Yes. Obviously, like, you know, I love when people keep tradition in, but I love when they also like take the tradition and like make it extra special for them. It didn't get stuck on your nail, did it?
Mm-mm.
If you guys are watching.
I took my nails off. I'm free as a bird.
Mine
right
has
now.
Butterflies.
Mine has none.
They connect.
I realized I haven't seen my bare nails in a really long time.
I don't know what mine look like.
And I took mine off.
Never.
And it honestly feels so good. They look so horrible. But it feels great.
I don't know what I would do without nails on.
I'm going to get them back on.
Uh-oh. Well, these are my nails. They're
but
just
my
polished.
Nails needed to be.
No, like I've literally never not had nail polish on my nails since I was like 12 and like going to bat mitzvahs.
I mean, I do have nail polish on right now. It's just clear, but they needed to breathe.
Mine have not had a breath of fresh air in
you know, like when you take your bra off after a long day. That's how my nails felt when I finally took my acrylics off. They were like, oh.
I've never gotten acrylic nails.
Really?
No.
What do? You do dip?
I do dip.
I
don't like gel. I only like
gel
dip.
Peels off of me.
Same. It never lasts.
I can get gel on my acrylics. And I like dip too, but I hate how long dip takes.
Really?
Yes.
Mine doesn't take that long.
I hate the process of it.
Oh,
you have to file it for so freaking long.
My girl, Ivy,
I hate it, and then you have to remove it, and that takes forever. Like, I don't like that whole process.
How long does your nail appointments take?
Not like super long, but dip takes longer than acrylic.
I feel like I'm in and out and like
because you can fill acrylic, you can't fill dip.
Yeah, I don't know. But like I don't have extensions on my nails, so like
I didn't either. I cut mine all.
Cut mine off.
Yeah. I was like, shorties.
As people are saying that short nails are like going to be trending, and I'm like,
no,
I won't be
never.
part of that trend.
No, I don't. Yeah, I hate my short nails. Like, let me be honest with you. Like, this is my biggest insecurity because my hands are so small.
Oh.
I have
tiny hands. What is that like?
Look at my hand and your hand, and I'm 5'6".
We have the same size hand.
Like what? What is that? This girl here is like 5 feet tall.
I am. Like Sabrina.
What the hell are my hands? The same size as hers. My grandmothers, who are both 5 feet tall, have bigger hands than me.
It's okay. My feet are too big for my body. So there's that.
Mine are also oddly small for my height, too. I don't know what the hell happened with the growth of my hands and my feet.
Maybe what they say is that.
Listen, I wear size 7.5.
Really? Oh yeah, I can fit in your shoes. Interesting.
How the heck does that happen?
Well, your feet are like a little bit bigger. I'm like a true 7, but
I have short
I can wear
toes,
like
though.
your like slides and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a 7.5. Some shoes I buy is an 8 because a 7.5 sometimes is a little bit too snug, and I don't want to be uncomfortable.
I wear an 8 or 8.5 in sneakers. Isn't that crazy? Like all sneakers. I'm like, I don't understand.
I'm a 7.5 in sneakers.
What is going on? That's crazy. She's what, 5'8"?
No.
Oh,
No.
what are you-
5'6".
You're 5'6".
I'm like between 5'6" and 5'7".
There's no way. I feel like you're way taller than me.
I'm like not quite 5'7", but I'm also a little taller than 5'6".
So 5'6.5".
Yeah, but like
It's okay. I lie on my license and I round up.
Ew.
I don't know if it says 5'1".
Depends on if I've gone to the chiropractor. If I'm a little longer in my spine,
Side.
then maybe I'm 5'7". But if I'm a little hunched over because I've been doing so many weddings,
Oh my God,
then I'm a
no.
little wedding gremlin.
Yesterday,
I'm a little shorter.
my shoulder yesterday, I thought I was going to die. Like,
I am overdue for a
I
massage.
am overdue,
and
but
a chiropractor
I have
visit.
3 more weddings until I can go get a massage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Thursday,
See,
Friday, Saturday.
First thing I do when I land in New York on Friday,
I don't have time.
I'm going straight to my massage therapist.
I had to book all of my meetings for Wednesday afternoon, evening because I couldn't do it today and tomorrow.
Oh my God.
And then we leave 8 a.m. for the Hamptons for the weddings. And then I come back on Saturday for a wedding. And then I guess I could go on Sunday, but I have Lauren's thing. And so maybe I'll go Sunday. But I feel like I'll go Monday. Like I feel like I need to like take a minute. Anyway, there's that. That's my schedule for the week in case like you wanted to know.
That's why I'm so short now.
I mean, I'm really busy.
Because I'm really just...
People are like, what do you do all day? And I'm like, I've been making, I don't really know where this episode's going. But anyway.
What have you been making? Tell us while we're here.
Oh, I was going to...
And then we'll plan Taylor Swift's wedding.
I know this could go on. This is for another episode. It's fine. I was going to say, I've been filming like every single day of my life. I've only posted like 2 or 3 of them, but for the last like 15 days, I have so many. And I'm like, wow, I do like the same thing, different font every day. This probably isn't that interesting, but it's just like me wake up.
People love that.
Wake up.
You can be someone's comfort creator.
I hope so. I need to like finish editing them. They're edited, but some need voiceovers. It's like a whole thing. But I literally it's like get up and then like make breakfast, sit down, calls, meetings, emails, walk the dog, edit emails, meetings. And I'm like, I really just sit at the computer all day or my phone and like edit.
My few weeks that I've had off of like physically attending weddings and traveling has not been anywhere near the break that I thought it was going to be.
There's no break.
Yeah.
No, there's no break. Like
I took a couple days during like Labor Day, but then my issue is like when I sit still, I think of things to do.
Same.
And then I go do them.
See, then it just adds to the to-do list. It's like, so I have a to-do list of things that I need to do right now. Mm-hmm. And I have things that I want to do, like a projects and this and that. And so then anytime I like, sometimes I kind of check off my whole to-do list and that's like a crazy thing. Like I've been like grinding out work.
I've never been able to check off my full to-do list in like
for a day, like your day's to-do list.
My days to-do list, yes, but I have so many things that are always like need to kind of be done at some point.
Every now and then I hit
this is why I'm hiring
like
an
I didn't
assistant.
have all of my emails and like I did all of that and then like I kind of finished around like 4:00 that day. And then I'm like, maybe I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow's thing. And then I'm like, oh, I have a projects thing. And like, there's always something to do. Like, the list is never really checked off, but like I make a list of like 3 or 4 things to do that day. So I can like, and one thing is always something I've already done. Like I'll put like walk Jonas because I always walk him in the morning. So I can check it off the list. But yeah, sometimes I'll like finish it. It makes me feel productive to check things off a list. Even if it's like not a productive day necessarily. Like sometimes I have days where like I don't have calls, which is like every now and then. You just like don't have that day. But then you're like, all right, we have a million other things to do. People to follow up with, updating things, just like other clients.
I think it's the thing of like the list of the updates that gets me because
updates.
Social, website.
I'm constantly updating my website now because I am like on an SEO journey right now. Like quite the journey. I feel like
and it is a journey.
Like, yeah.
It takes a long time for SEO to work.
Yeah, but it's working. I've been getting Google inquiries, which is crazy. That's like never happened before.
Good.
So whatever is happening, I'll update you guys, in maybe like January/December.
That's a new month for us, but I like that.
Great. We need another one.
We need more merch. December.
I know. Oh my God. Literally, I'm always like, oh my God, we have the same amount of hours in the day as like Beyonce and Taylor Swift. And then I was like, actually, like we don't because they have like a million assistants and like people to help them. And it's just like me, myself, and I. Yeah, Emily is like hiring an assistant. And like, I can't wait to see how that goes for you.
I can't either. I hope that it changes my life.
Yeah.
Let the rain fall
down. Do you hear the thunder?
It sounds terrifying. Actually, this podcast studio is not going to be able to get rid of us today because I am not leaving that.
It's crazy.
Surprise! We live here now. This is now our couch in our living room. We've made ourselves at home.
We have snacks. We have wine. Drinks. We have wine. We did a sip and spill. I don't know if that's posted yet, but we had some sips and we bitched for 2 hours.
It was great. It was really therapeutic for me.
I honestly don't know how it's going to be like perceived.
I don't care. I know. Let it happen because this industry sometimes like you know like when you say something really crazy or like in a movie like someone says something really crazy and like their close friend like kind of slaps them across the face and then they like come to it and they realize that they've been wrong or whoa, like
you're hoping that's what it is.
I think they just needed to be bitch slapped.
Okay. So that's what we did.
We bitch slapped you guys. Anyway, we love you. It was out of love.
Well.
Anyway. The song.
Oh yeah. Here's
the wedding.
The wedding of the
TNT.
The wedding of the episode.
The wedding of the episode. Do you remember what song we picked?
Of course not. Red. No. What did we pick?
We picked Betty.
I certainly did not know because how did we get there?
Because it's a love triangle. And there's a love triangle between...
Oh, the conflicts. Right? Is that what we just talked
about? The conflict, yes.
Oh, yeah. We told you guys this was somewhat of a stretch. If you're new here, we always take a Taylor Swift song and plan a wedding around it. We are not affiliated with her in any way in her wedding.
That's what our lawyer told us to say.
Yep. We're going to say it in every episode. I am not even remotely getting in the wrong water with that. So, Betty...
Betty.
We're in the woods.
Did she hear the rumors from Inez? You can't believe a thing she says.
So the wedding I think is like a cabin, like an A-frame cabin.
Ooh.
Like vibe.
An A-frame cabin.
Like I'm thinking like the folklore
upstate
cabin.
New York?
Yeah.
That would be cute.
I picture like
Okay.
like cabin vibe, but like the A-frame.
Okay.
And then like maybe it has like really gorgeous windows though.
This is gonna be crunchy.
I was gonna say don't eat that yet. Emily, no. I hate chewing.
But you said a cabin, and this was apple cinnamon vibes.
My sister's gonna be with Will when he's editing, and she's gonna lose it.
Woohoo! Lose it, girl.
She will. You're gonna get a text. Don't ever do that again.
Wait.
That's what I tell other people. I don't like content creators. Wah.
Where?
Ow.
Oh no.
You know when like your clip slides and it pulls your hair?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to anyone not watching on YouTube and just listening to us right now.
Yeah, we're hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
God.
my clip in my hair, like
we have so many new
slipped and
fans
pulled my
too,
hair.
by the way. Like we
so
doubled
many
our
fans.
subscribers.
We did. If you're not subscribed to us on YouTube, you should.
You really are missing
You can
out.
grab a snack, get your Owala. Guys, did you know Owalas have straws built in? News to me.
You said this earlier.
I don't know if that was on thing. Anyway, we're in an A-frame cabin.
Okay.
And I think it's like in front of like really gorgeous windows, and like you look at it and it's just like trees, and like maybe it's in the fall.
Yeah.
So they're all like colorful, like maybe late September. So they're all like reds and oranges and everything. And then I think it's just like very fall.
Like a very fall wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. Love.
Like I think the chairs are like wood chairs.
I think so. What could be interesting is they could do like bench seating.
That's what I was thinking, but not for the reception.
For the ceremony.
Oh yeah, well I guess I was picturing like almost like pew vibes, but not pews.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
But not pews, but like very natural, like
maybe like
literally
raw
like
wood.
Yes, like they sawed a
They
tree
took
in
the tree
half
outside and then they made a bench.
Yeah, Travis took an axe and he was like, I'm gonna cut this 30-foot tree perfectly in half, and then we're gonna attach little things and then we're gonna sit on them.
So okay.
That's my Travis Kelce voice. And in case you were wondering if I could do that for my talent, I can.
The best is when I just laughed and all the sound on the screen just shot up. Just did it again. No, mine was louder. There it goes.
They hate us in the other room. They're listening to this and
Yeah,
they're like, these girls need to get out of here.
So sorry.
We hate them. Okay, so he axes the wood.
We have the raw wood benches, like logs. Oh my God, my brain. And then I think there's just like a lot of like tons of florals. I think it's like fully lined. Like I don't think it's like batched of florals. I think it's just like straight florals, and people have to enter the benches from like the outside.
Yeah.
So Betty, Inez, and they can
James.
Yes, thank you. They can be the little like,
who apparently she's not the godmother to anymore.
let's not get into this right now.
Sorry,
I did
kids.
see that. But like for the purpose of these fictional people,
who are not very fictional.
who are the people called that like ushers? They're the ushers, and they tell people, okay, go inside.
Cute.
And then I think she's wearing.
I think she's wearing something actually a little bit more simple. I was like trying to picture a dress with like a pop of color.
No,
but I
don't think
really
there's
just
color.
see maybe just like a nice like silk, almost like a slip dress kind of vibe.
I was not getting slip dress, but I think
I was getting
do you know the Danielle Frankel dress that is like pleated with the florals, but it is very slip dress vibey?
I do not.
Oh wait, no, I have to show you.
But it sounds perfect for this occasion.
No, it definitely is. I make a TikTok series sometimes of like venues I want to like work at, and then like I match a dress to it. And then I was like, comment below your wedding venue, and this girl commented Wildflower Farms, and that was one of the dresses I chose for it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it was and she was like, wait, I love this.
But that dress sounds beautiful and like absolutely perfect.
I think so.
I think
That's
so
what
too.
I'm thinking.
What kind, like where, okay, so we described that the ceremony is going to take place outside. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Okay.
You guys,
This is the one.
can you see? I'm showing the camera. Watch us on YouTube.
There we go.
Yeah, no, this is what I picture. And then I actually don't think she's wearing a veil, but I think she's wearing like wing cape vibe. Sorry.
We have the sillies.
You know, like a wing cape vibe?
Yes.
I think she's wearing one of those.
I love.
And I think it has the matching flowers from like here on it going down.
I
Because it's so very like whimsical, but like kind of forest fairy.
Yeah.
And I think Travis is wearing dark green.
I think, yeah, I was going to say, I think he needs to be in
But I think he needs to wear a bow tie, and I can't explain why.
Yes, he needs to wear a bow tie.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
1,000%.
Yeah, that's
I
very
am
important
honestly,
to me.
I'm a very big bow tie over tie person.
I am a huge bow tie.
I can't.
I've told Henry he had to wear a bow tie for a wedding.
The same with Garrick. I was like, and I wanted like all of the groomsmen to be in bow ties as well. Like I didn't want anybody in a tie.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I love a bow tie.
I think it looks better personally for a wedding.
I don't know. Something about it's just like dapper.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
I love bows.
Same. I love bows, but I also think I'm like, you wear a tie to go to work. You wear a tie to go like to other things.
Feel
like,
very...
like I feel like weddings, like sometimes people have lost the art of dressing up, especially after COVID.
Yeah.
I feel very strongly about that part of society kind of getting like more casual with everything. And I feel like we really need to bring back like dressing up. And I think for weddings, you should wear a bow tie.
I think so too.
So Travis is wearing a bow tie. It's not printed. Don't worry. We're not crazy right now. Some people wear like printed bow ties. Like
my favorite thing that I've seen printed that grooms do is like when they get the inside of their jackets with like custom prints.
Oh my gosh.
And like what if he had like
That's
if he
fun.
wanted to be a little silly, he could do custom prints of like all of the cats.
That'd be epic. Actually, please take that. You will make her whole day.
Right?
Yeah, but
it's so funny.
I think
so good.
But yeah. And then I think their reception is just like outside in the woods,
Yeah.
like the same like raw wood tables, actually very similar to this wedding that I did in June. I don't know if did I end up showing you? They did like all like fruits and vegetables, like all the vegetables on the table. They did like tomatoes and they did like zucchini or whatever, like grapes and stuff. I think it's like tons and tons of
how cute
like vegetables in there. I don't know why. I'm getting like a veg vibe.
Mudari Creative just did you see the escort card table where it was like a white card, the guest's name, and then it was like a tomato on it, and it was all color coordinated with like red or yellow or purple or green with like different fruits and vegetables. It was really pretty and like really well done. It looked like an art piece, which I love. They could do something like that for their escort card table. That would go very well with this whole.
Did you see the grapes that they did?
So pretty.
Yeah, so fun.
Decorate with fruit. Listen, I think that's great.
No, so do I. I don't.
It doubles as a snack.
But like,
and decor, which I'm all for because you can't eat flowers. So
yeah, no, you have to eat the decor. The vegetables.
Yeah, you should be able to eat the decor. It could be a take-home thing. Like, oh, thanks for coming to the wedding. Please select a zucchini from the table and take it with you.
Would you like a zucchini, a tomato, or a squash? Your pick.
Your pick. You take it.
Oh my God, how funny is that?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I love that.
I love it too. And I think like they have twinkly lights and they have the twinkly lights over the dance floor. And the dance floor is also just like kind of like a raw wood kind of vibe. Like it's very like kind of like rustic, but like an elegant rustic.
I kind of feel like we could bring in like a pattern. I kind of feel like it could have a pattern to it.
It could be a custom.
Yeah, I think it should be custom
print.
because it should be like a little pop.
Yeah.
I actually, oh my God, how fun would it be if like it was like bench seating, but it was like custom printed cushion. And then the same would be on like the dance floor and then where the band is like in front, like the stage, and that kind of like elevates it a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that would be great.
I love this. I was like, look, they did like tomatoes and lemons and grapes and
I love
these like natural looking flowers. This is and they put blueberries in their champagne. I
love that.
Questions.
Oh my goodness.
And then I feel like they have like a signature drink.
The TNT.
No,
And it comes with a little sparkler.
What if it's like a Bloody Mary? Keep the tomatoes with the veggies with like a celery stick.
That's incredible. I was picturing like, what if, like the trick candles on like birthday cakes and they're sparklers and you like blow them out and they like lights up again. What if like the drinks came out with like the sparklers in them like that, and then the guests were like trying to blow them out, and then it was like, haha, boom, surprise again.
And what if they had like a sick cake?
Yeah.
Do you remember you used to watch like Buddy?
Of course.
And
Cake Boss.
Yeah, but the other one. They're the Cake Boss and then not Buddy. The Ace of Cakes.
Yes.
Okay. So you remember how they used to like do these like crazy like 6-tier cakes? They would like hand paint like trees and stuff on it. Yes. I feel like they should have one of those cakes.
I love.
Like hand painted with all the trees and like vibes, like all that stuff. With like the custom print with like little tomatoes.
Tomato.
Yeah. Tomato Summer, whatever it's called.
Tomato Girl Summer.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
I want tomato soup and a grilled cheese right now. That sounds so good. It's rainy vibes. Oh, and I have the right kind of cheese at home too.
What kind of cheese do you use?
The American kind.
Yeah, okay. I was about to end all of this if you said anything else.
No, I want the plastic cheese and like the thing and like
we're safe. We're all good here, just in case you were.
I've been marked safe by using the wrong cheese.
Yeah, no. People use
like the little
fancy
Facebook
cheese.
thing. I've been marked safe from this disaster. I've been marked safe from
I thought it was an enemy
the
territory
wrong cheese
for like a minute. Like, no, I'm like
what? I mean, okay.
No, people use like
the only other different kind of cheese that I am okay with is the way Sarah Beth's makes their grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Tia loves that one.
They use, I forget what type of cheese it's, but it's 3 different kinds of cheeses.
Yeah.
It is not American cheese at all. And it's on pretzel bread.
Yeah.
And it is my favorite. Oh, it's so good.
To me, that's just not a grilled cheese. That's like cheese on pretzel bread.
It's cheese on pretzel bread, but dipped in this like glorious silky tomato soup. It's its own thing.
And I hate tomatoes. I love tomato soup.
Yeah. It's its own thing. So like if you're craving like a traditional grilled cheese, obviously like make it at home, do it that way. But like that one is like its own thing. But anyway, I think this concludes this episode.
Yeah. If you've made it to this point, thanks. Thanks for watching to the end. We are so happy you're here.
Yes.
And
thank you for coming.
Thank you for
to our snack
watching
couch.
To our my God. Okay. We'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye.